I acknowledge that interjection. I thank the member for bringing this issue to the attention of the House. And I do know that people in regional areas are extremely concerned about the future of energy to waste projects. And I do think this select committee will be a valuable opportunity to ventilate and work through those concerns. As the Minister has said, though, the starting point for the conversation has to be the recognition that New South Wales is facing a waste crisis. And if we don't build infrastructure for residual waste, we are going to run out of available landfill space in Greater Sydney and some of our major regional areas. Doing more with recycling, reusing is part of the solution, and the government is making progress in the transition to a circular economy. But the transition is going to take time. New sites for landfill in our communities are also hard to find. And even if we can find new landfill sites, using landfill for residual waste, as the Minister has said, is itself problematic when it comes to methane emissions. But Mr President, we can't put our heads in the sand. Difficult decisions have to be made. They have to be made transparently, and they have to be made on the best possible information. And that's why the government is taking a careful, methodical approach to the question of energy to waste, while also taking action to plan and develop critical waste infrastructure, reducing waste going to landfill, and growing recycling rates and opportunities, such as through the mandate on FOGO. Mr President, the previous government definitely took a different approach. It would have had all the same warnings that our government has. It took its approach, it made its decisions, and one of those was, as the Honourable Emily Savall has stated, to expect through this vague hope that energy to waste projects would magically make the landfill problem disappear. The previous government chose 4 precincts for the development of these projects: West Lithgow, Parkes, Richmond Valley and Southern Goulburn, Mulwaree. But I accept what the Honourable Scott Barrett has said, that he wasn't here for those decisions, but the reality is you cannot decouple the predicament that we are currently in from the decisions the previous government made. And why the previous government restricted the development of energy to waste infrastructure to those specific locations was never properly explained. It's something I never understood, and it's something I still don't understand. It was almost this pin the tail on a donkey approach to site selection, and that is not how you can do that when it comes to such significant infrastructure. The lack of information and explanation has contributed to the confusion and the concern that is understandable in communities today. So the government is going to undertake, or is undertaking, a scientific review, and that is welcome. But I also hope this select committee makes a similarly positive contribution to the development of policy solutions to our waste problem.
Thank you. Are there any further contributions?